Hey, here we are at HomeGuard. Here's our factory. It's our tech center that we're in. 12 years ago, we actually filmed our first Burglar Guard demonstration. Today, we want to film it again, but we actually want to use some of our new products here at HomeGuard. This particular door right here, it's a steel door. This one is going to be the competition, and this is a 22 gauge steel door, which is still quite a bit heavier and quite a bit more durable than a 25 or 26 gauge door that you would find at a box store or at a lumber yard. But what we wanted to do is we wanted to show how this holds up when you try to force yourself in your way into this house. With the Burglar Guard on the next door, we'll show you. And with this particular door, this is going to show you what a more typical application is like with entry doors. And what you see here is the strike plates. This is where the latch hits the strike of the door jamb right here. That's where the latch goes in place. That's where the deadbolt goes. What we always tell people is this distance right here, which is very small, take a tape measure, you'll see the distance between where the deadbolt goes into the door jamb and this little strike plate is only about a half of an inch. Well, that's about the same distance as these two number 2 leaded pencils, which are, by the way, made out of the same soft white pine that door jambs like this are made out of. So we always tell people that you're only 2 pencils away from somebody getting into your home. And it only takes about 100 pounds of pressure to kick this in. That's a very lightweight area. 100 pounds of pressure is as simple as this. Those 2 pencils right there, check this out. That's how easy it is to kick your door in. So we want to demonstrate on a more typical door, and then we'll demonstrate on a door, a heavier gauge door with our Burglar Guard on it. Okay. Hey, so what you see here is the Burglar Guard's already been installed. This is what it looks like from behind. So I wanted to show you. This is screwed in 9 different spots here on the back of this jamb. It's 18 inches long. This is what it looks like visibly to the eye. Behind here, this is what it looks like. So it's a heavier gauge. What you see is the Burglar Guard is actually 16 gauge tubular steel. It wraps around here from the back to the front, and that's what you see right here. It's hollow in between. So in effect, what you have is you have 2 walls right here, 2 walls of 16 gauge steel. So with the deadbolt going through here, it's virtually impossible to break this jamb right here because of that strength of the steel, the 2 walls of 18 gauge steel. So we're going to demonstrate that here in a few minutes, but we also wanted to show you too, because most doors, the best security plate they offer is this one right here, and you can see it's nothing like the Burglar Guard. It's basically a heavier duty piece of sheet metal. Thank you. And this is about a 20 gauge, 22 gauge piece of sheet metal. The biggest brand name competitors out there, this is what they use as their security plate that actually tacks on to the back of a jamb. The Burglar Guard, as you can see here, is actually the jamb itself. So it's all mortised out. This is slid in place, and this is all steel that you see right here. So it's not tacked onto the back. It's not temporary, it's permanent. So what we're going to show here is the kick test again. Once again, most of the jambs in the industry are made out of soft white pine like these 2 pencils. And as you can see here, between the deadbolt and the inside of the house, you're only 2 pencils away from somebody getting in your home. So we'll demonstrate that here in a few minutes.
Wow. So as we take a look at the final results of this dramatic Burglar Guard demonstration, let's take an up-close look at the edge of this door jamb. In this case, it's not 3/4 of an inch of soft white pine, it's actually 3/4 of an inch of tubular steel, and this steel is made up of 16 gauge walls. So that's why it is so strong, and it withstood the pressure of the test that we were trying to perform here to get this door to fail, and it finally did after numerous kicks. But the jamb, which is the weakest link on every door, actually is fully intact, and it now becomes the strongest part of the door with the burglar guard. What ended up failing was the edge of the door slab itself, which is where the lockbox is, which is the housing for the deadbolt. So as that pressure transferred from the jamb to the actual deadbolt, the deadbolt bent inside the door slab, and as it bent at an angle, it ended up sliding out with all that pressure that was being forced upon this door. So as we go back to the door jamb here, you'll see it's fully intact. Once again, showing and demonstrating that when you have a burglar guard from Home Guard on your entry door, it becomes the safest and most secure entry door in the industry.